damn it! I don't even care. Hey, shoo. I have to pick up all these stupid brushes. No, you can't have them. I know, but no, you can't. Hey, I said shoo! Sorry. Now I've scared you. You're not even the bad guy here. I'm just... It's not a good day. I don't think I'm gonna be able to teach you anything, okay? Not today. Could I just sit here with you? That'd be alright? Okay, thanks. Hey, what do you want? Dang it, I forgot your snacks. That does not mean you can eat my hair. Look, I know it looks like a loose lump of hay today, but that doesn't actually make it edible. I guess I don't mind if you're this gentle, though. Oh, silly. I'm not asking you to, like, put your head down or anything. You don't have to do anything. Like I said, I'm just... Let's just take a chill day. I'm literally just vibing. Vibing is what you can call this. I just feel like a huge pile of manure right now. Oh, I probably smell like one too. I need a shower so bad. You know, if I didn't know better, I would say you actually do look concerned. Animal behaviorists and scientists, I don't know, whoever they claim to be, would say you're probably just looking for the snacks I forgot to bring. You know, you learned I'm bringing you tasty treats, and you're probably just looking at me now like, hello, where's my apple nuggies? Woman, if you don't deliver, I'm out. Yeah, maybe you are just looking for food. Would it be so bad if I just pretended you understood me right now? I mean, do you? Can you tell I'm not myself today? Do you know what it means when, like, a human's crying? Probably is your first time seeing it. Not a great sight, huh? Sorry you had to see this. I'm a mess. Stacy says she believes horses comfort each other and can tell when each other's feeling down or in pain. But I admit, I don't really know. I don't know how to tell that. It can be hard for me to tell if one of you guys isn't doing so good. I know a few horses at my boyfriend's farm pretty well, but I don't know if I could universally recognize the signs of a horse in mild distress or emotional distress. Stacy knows, though. She's the expert with all this stuff. I should bug her about it sometime. Well, I know one thing. You guys do like to show affection by standing against each other and nibbling each other's necks and backs. I've even seen some horse buddies fall asleep leaning over each other. If I was a horse, I wonder, would you think of me as a good enough friend who you'd want to do that with? Hey, I told you, that's my hair, not... Wait, is that what you're trying to... You really are trying to make me feel better, aren't you? I guess you do really understand. Thank you, Lakota. You really are a great friend. I love you so much. Whoa, hey, careful now. I appreciate your kindness, but I would like a little more of the gentleness. My skin is not as thick as yours. So, yeah. So if I get up and scratch your back for you, could I just tell you all my troubles? I promise I'll go back and grab your snacks when I'm done. And I promise to be quick. I tend to ramble, but I mean, if I end up going too long, I'll bring you some extras. Deal? Ah, you silly horse. Well, I'll take that head nod for what it looks like it should mean. Thanks. Okay, so, well, it all starts with my boyfriend. He's a great guy, you know, we grew up together. My parents are friends with his parents, and apparently they go way back and all that. Anyway, so we've all been talking about college and stuff, and he wants me to go to college to become an equine vet. Sounds great, right? Maybe to another horse lover, but not me. I've never really wanted to be a vet. As much as I love horses and all animals, the medical field just isn't for me. I've been saying this forever, too. Everyone knows I'm not good at math and chemistry. I would mess too many things up. I would end up poisoning some poor pony or making some horrible misdiagnosis. Listen, I have a great respect for vets. They have that, like, magical, smart brain that they just know all the things. And I'm just not like that. I have a different kind of brain. I might not have really discovered my place in life yet, but, I mean, I will soon. I just know it. I do know, though, becoming a vet is just not it. So, you know, he asked me what I wanted to do, and I didn't really know what to say. I was like, I don't really know. And he was like, oh no, come on, you must have some kind of dream. You know what I said next? Well, I blurted out that you were my dream. And that dum-dum got upset. Said I was wasting my potential on... Well, never mind. It's no sense into going what he said about you because it's wrong anyway. I am not wasting my potential. Training you and becoming your friend has been everything I've ever dreamed of. All my life. All I've ever dreamed of was horses. When I was first learning to ride, I fell in love with every horse I touched. Did I ever tell you about the first horses I ever met? Well, I guess you have no choice but to listen. The first one was a big Tennessee Walker horse named Elmer. I was maybe 5 years old, maybe 6. I just remember he was so tall, and I was so tiny. Then I think I was in like 3rd grade. I went to a horse camp, and I met this little Appaloosa mare named 101. I know, weird. She was named after a number. I think it was because of that, like, Dalmatian movie or something. I don't know. But she really set me dreaming. I used to draw pictures of her, and once I wrote a story about how my friend and I stole her and ran away from home. Then there was a beautiful pinto named Bandit. He was a little bit too much for me back then, but he was so handsome, and I loved him anyway. Then came along a gentle red horse named Dublin. He was, well, I don't know what made him so special to me, but I fell in love with him anyway. I remember specifically he had a really old injury on his shoulder where I think they said his old owners collided with a fence. Something at a show, I don't know. But guess this, he was also allergic to apples. Can you imagine? Anyway. Then I went to Stacy's farm and I learned to ride better, and I met the scruffiest, hairiest horse I'd ever seen. I remember thinking when I first saw him that he was so hairy and so ugly, and I hoped that he wasn't going to be the horse I was going to ride. But of course, he was anyway, and, well, as you can probably have guessed, by the end of the summer, this was 2 years ago actually, he ended up being my favorite. And you might have guessed by now from his description, but that horse is Esau, the big old fluffy guy next to your pasture. Stacy decided he should come and live here with me last year. I've seen you guys talking. He's probably told you all my embarrassing stories. So anyway, I've bonded with lots of horses over the years, but none have been as special as you. You're mine. I picked you out. Nobody else can do what I'm doing here with you today. You are all that needs to matter to me right now. Besides, I have a job already at Quick Run. Yeah, it's just a convenience store, nothing grand and glorious like being a vet or a doctor or, I don't know, a pilot or something, but hey, I'm making enough to get by. So anyway, my boyfriend is a horse guy, but He's not like things are around here. He's into show jumping and dressage, like, all the English style stuff. He's really darn good at what he does. And, like, I do love watching and learning from him. We joke about how I'm not, like, really into all the proper English stuff, and also how he's not into the Western stuff either. But, if I had to choose, I'd pick Western every time. But, like, I have learned some of the value of some of the English things. He did pretty well to show me that stuff. I admit, I'm still kind of attracted to him. I always thought he was kind of cute, A little nerdy, but, his horses are incredible. Listen, he's got this black and white purebred vanner named Cisco, who is just so incredibly cool. He also has a red thoroughbred mare named Monarch. She is so fast. Apparently, she used to be a racehorse. And then he has this big Oldenburg named Milo. He's the jumper horse. And then there's Bolt, his jet black imported Hanoverian. Bolt's probably his favorite. He trained him ever since he was a yearling. So, if you didn't already notice, his family is a little loaded. They have 2 indoor arenas, a jumping arena, 2 fully furnished barns, and acres of pastures. Can you guess what kind of house he lives in? Yep, it's a mansion. Kind of stands out amidst all the ranches around here, but they don't seem to mind the attention. I guess it doesn't matter if you're rich. Anyway, I used to feel super lucky when he asked me to be more than friends, but, I had to say yes back then. But ever since we started dating, it feels like he's changed. I just feel like the only thing on his brain is money, and it drives me insane. He keeps trying to, like, spoil me and stuff, and yeah, at first, it felt really special. Like, he would take me into town to nice restaurants and stuff and pay for all the meals, and that was cool. I really did feel special, but then it turned into him paying for all of my gas, my groceries, all kinds of things, and now it just feels like he's trying too hard. I feel like he's stealing my independence from me. I brought it up to him once before, but he just got mad, saying I was being ungrateful. And then this whole thing started about college. I just don't want to go. I don't need to go. There's nothing for me at college. I have everything I need right here. You know what else I realized today? So his name is Vincent. Vincent Anklewing. Anklewing. What a last name, right? If we got married, my last name would end up being Anklewing. Ugh, this is so complicated. Oh, you know what else he said that got under my skin? He said, "Oh, and when you become a vet, we can hire you on as our ranch's personal equine vet." Yeah, that sounds great to him, but their previous equine vet just quit and moved away. And I know why, too. They worked that woman so hard, I don't even think they paid her enough. So, but in any case, I don't want to be a vet. I don't want to be anybody's personal vet. I don't want to be anybody's personal anything. Doesn't it seem like they're just trying to control me and, like, use me? 'Cause that's how it feels. I feel like they just see dollar signs when they look at me. Like I'm nothing more than just a usable part of their kingdom. He tries to tell me that I'd benefit just as much as they would, but it's just such a joke. "I'll give you any of my family's showline quarter horses, anyone you want, and I mean it." I mean, they're all great horses and everything, but I never once wanted any of them. I have you now. You're all I want, nothing more. Of course, when I told him that, he was pissed. He was like, he said, "Oh, you'd never be good at anything except, like, maybe trails." What does he know? You're better than any of those spoiled purebreds. You have experience. You have grit, wisdom, agility, and power. You are far more intelligent than any of them. I know it. I've seen your kind out on the range. Those purebreds have never spent a night on the range like you have, watching for danger, searching for shelter, food, and water. They've never been bathed in a thunderstorm, groomed by the sagebrush, or cooled off in the mud of a waterhole. They've never had to flee from danger or fight for their families. They have everything they need handed to them, and it's made them fully dependent. Almost like the way they want me to be. you know how to think for yourself. That range has sculpted and molded you into the gorgeous creature you are. And you know what? If we never compete, I don't care. Life is not about competitions, winning this or that, showing off pretty colored ribbons, having people ooh and ah at you when you walk by. I don't need any of that fame and prestige. I'm just not driven by it. Everybody's all like, money this, money that, blah, blah, blah. Just wish money didn't exist, you know? I hate the concept. Anyway, before I go down that rabbit trail, is it okay if I do this? Just press my face into your mane. You smell amazing. Wild, warm, and dusty. What should I do? I don't want to be a vet. I mean, I know I need a better job than just working at Quick Run, but I don't know what that job's gonna be. It would make sense for me to go to college for something, but not if it's for something I don't want. Or something that I don't even know, you know? Like, I don't know, people say to do what makes you happy, but what I want to do probably won't keep me alive, and like, I get that. I see where they're coming from, but I want to rescue more Mustangs. If the BLM is so bent on culling these Mustang populations, people need to help them find better homes. A lot of your kind never make it out of those corrals. It's horrible. And like, I know I'm never going to be able to completely stop it from happening, but I can at least try to stop some of it. Oh, and not just horses. I've always wanted to have a rescue of cats and dogs, goats and sheep, and all kinds of animals. When I was a kid, I pretended my bedroom was an animal rescue, and all of my stuffed animals were the rescues, you know? What I wouldn't give to have a ranch full of animals. Want to know what it would be like? Alright, so I'd have this nice big house with rooms for foster cats, a fully furnished kennel for all the dogs, acres and acres and just acres of land where I could take in as many Mustangs as I could possibly want. Of course, I'd also need, like, you know, a huge barn, maybe 2. I'd also keep goats, sheep, cattle, just all the animals that need help. Oh, but that sounds like so much work. Oh, but I would love it, though. What do you think? We could give it a cool name, like, I don't know, Gems Haven. No. Every organization uses the word haven. What about Wild Mustang Acres or Freedom Rings Ranch? Wait, I've got it. Lakota's Land Animal Rescue. You like it? Yeah, I'd rather work my butt off every day at a place like that rather than be some breeder farm's vet slave. You like it too? Awesome. I feel so much better now. You know, you give pretty excellent advice, my wild friend. I'll be sure to consult you next time I have a problem. Oh, actually, I have a question for you already. You ready for it? Here we go. Should I break up with Vincent? Yeah? Alright. Well, it's settled then. Thinks he can trash talk a cowgirl's horse? What a silly, silly boy. Well, Lakota, as promised, I'm gonna go and grab you those apple nuggies, and then I'm gonna go take a trip to a spoiled prince's mansion and break him just a little bit of bad news.